you never know what will happen to a story like this. You never know how it will resonate. You just pray to the Nordic gods, of course. We wanted to describe, basically, you could say the problems that every young person could actually be facing in real life. But of course, adding this supernatural element to the story, that this young kid actually has the makings of a god inside him. We have been looking at the whole season. That is basically the first structure we're working on. Where is Magne in the beginning of the season? Where does he end? And how do we split this huge development over a 6 natural part structure? That is the first structure we're looking at. Then we're delving into every single episode, and of course in every single episode, every single scene, and find our way in a natural structure for the episode. Being a writer that very much like this gritty realism that is very significant for much storytelling in the Nordic countries, it was a joy for me actually to go into the supernatural genre, and all of a sudden, discussing, can this character fly? It was amazing to have all these possibilities on your table. At all times, you have to be focused on the forces of antagonism, that your main character has enough against him. One of the most difficult things to write about the show was probably the moment you begin to put in supernatural elements in a realistic world. You really need to set up all the rules about this, because how much a god is he? How far can his abilities where they are now actually take him? There's a very important theme in Ragnarok, which is the environmental theme. We thought that was very interesting to throw in, not only because it is a very modern element in all our lives. So all these discussions that they're actually having in Ragnarok are very much discussions that I'm having myself on the private scene. I think as a writer, it's extremely important to remind yourself at all times that you cannot write for everyone. You cannot write a story for 190 countries. Because I think if you try to write for everyone, you will end up writing for no one. See you, bye-bye.